for Trump, rattling Democrats. This was just the first of several critical tests for Trump's influence in primaries over the next 3 weeks. Next up, Nebraska and West Virginia. Lester?
Okay, Vaughn, thanks. Up next, as COVID deaths rise again, America crosses an unthinkable milestone. I'll have some reflections next. Before we go, a few words about the news that broke shortly before we came on the air tonight. An NBC News count showing this country has now reached more than 1 million COVID deaths.
Today's soul-crushing milestone comes just as we begin to peek out from behind our masks, lower our guard, willing the pandemic to be over. But the slowly rising tally of the dead won't let it be and forces us to confront some tough questions, like how many of those 1 million deaths might have been prevented. We counted on the tools, the vaccines, the masks, the distancing, but we forgot about the unpredictability of free will, mistrust in science, and simple human behavior. It was hard enough to process 750,000 deaths, 500,000, 250,000 before that. Each milepost leaving us as unsure as the next as to what such a moment called for. Maybe because the pandemic changed our rituals of death and grief. Tearful goodbyes between families and dying loved ones, not at bedsides, but via iPad. Funerals delayed or bypassed altogether. At the moments we most needed the comfort of others, we were forced to be apart. How could it not have changed us? 1 million dead sounds like an ending to a horrible story, not a chapter. But that's what it is. A number that shakes our consciousness, demands our attention, forces us to pause